Hey guys, this is Yogesh and welcome to my channel Hello Sahitya. Today I am going to talk about a poem I Too Sing America written by Langston Hughes. Let me first discuss about Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes was an African American poet, novelist, essayist, playwright, social activist, short story writer and columnist. He was one of the earliest innovators of the new literary art form jazz poetry. Hughes is best known for his work during the Harlem Renaissance. Throughout many of the Hughes poetry, there seems to be a very strong theme of racism. Now we come to the poem I Too Sing America. I Too Sing America is a brief but powerful poem on the theme of black self assertion. The poem was first published in 1925. Though the Negroes were set free from slavery, they were regarded as a second class citizen. This poem was probably written as a reply to Walt Whitman's poem I Hear America Singing. Now, the form and technique of the poem is this poem is a lyric poem. A lyric is a short narrative poem, as you know. The poem consists 18 total lines. It is written in pre-verse. The poet has used simple words to convey his feeling. Though the poem is very brief, it has lyrical splendor and emotional intensity which exceeds our sympathy for the American African Negroes. Now we come to the historical background of the poem. When this poem was written, I Too Sing America, African Americans were not accepted. Blacks were discriminated against. They were killed violently, separated from using the same facilities and being in the same place as whites. Just to name few, the division between whites and blacks was clearly visible. So, this poem was, many critics believe that this poem was the reply to Walt Whitman's poem, I Too I Hear America Singing. Whitman considered the national poet of America, and his poetry glorified the American nation and its people. In I Hear America Singing, he celebrated the various people of America engrossed happily in their work. The poem given as he said, I hear America singing, I hear America singing the varied carols I hear. And in reply, Hughes writes, I too sing America, I am the darker brother. The theme of the poem, or we can say the central idea of the poem, is the theme of black self assertion. In the first stanza of the poem, the poet says, I too sing America, I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. The first line of the poem, I too sing America, clearly signifies one thing, that he is a darker brother, Negro. Just because of skin color is different from white, he argues that he also sings the national anthem. The national anthem of America is Star Spangled Banner, the same as whites too. The poet was an African Negro. When the visitor and distinguished guest came, they sent him to eat in the kitchen, but he laughs and eats well and grows strong. More important, the voice of the poem, the servant argues that he too is American and grows strong. Line shows that even though the servant paints in submission, he will not let it kill his spirit. Langston Hughes has beautifully imagined the scene of eating, as the whole poem take place in around the home. The setting is home and particularly the kitchen area. There is also a lot of talk about eating. The home is a symbol for domestically. If you look at domestically, it doesn't take much to get domesticated, and from there a whole food of slavery and oppression related metaphors can take the stage. So the symbol of kitchen makes a lot of sense in terms of this poem. And there is a reference to the black aesthetic movement, as he says in the concluding stanza, as the poet says, they will see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I too am America. How beautiful I am. Black is beautiful was one of the slogans of the black aesthetic movement of the 1960s, inspired by the civil rights movement led by Martin Luther King. The poem predicts that one day everyone will realize how beautiful the Negro is. Hughes anticipates African American activists of the late 60s and 70s. Now we come to the last point, the title of the poem, and the title I Too Sing America has a major importance because it implicates the multiple races make up the face of America, and not only whites, blacks ought to have the same freedom as whites and take a stand when need be. Thus the title of the poem is apt, appropriate, suggestive and meaningful. In short, we can say the poem shouts for equality and freedom. The poet had a strong sense of racial pride. The poem asserts the racial pride and expectation to be treated equally. Hughes expresses his feeling by saying that blacks have equal rights too, like every white person in the world. Hope you have understand the basic idea of the poem. Thank you.